and welcome back to the lounge. Today is Friday, June 22nd, and this is Friday's Favorites on the Lounge. Today is Friday, and you guys know just what happens every Friday here. We pick a cigar out of our collection here at the shop, and we go over, its sight, smell, taste, construction, and then, of course, the experience I think it would best be served in. And since we're not able to get the Eye of the Shark, which is this year's Cigar of the Year, we're going to go ahead and try the Don Carlos, which this cigar uses the same blend as the one that's used in Eye of the Shark. It's essentially the same cigar except for the roll, and the Eye of the Shark is like a box-pressed, basically a box-pressed Andalusian Bull. If you guys remember from a couple episodes back, the Andalusian Bull is like a big fat torpedo. Our ring gauge is like 60 or 52, something like that. And then Eye of the Shark, all that it is the blend that's used in the Don Carlos, box pressed into the shape that, the Andalusian Bull is. So we're going to go ahead and try this cigar and give you our take on whether or not it's a good cigar. So first things first, let's go ahead and give it a little bit of a sight. It's like a light brown color. Looks like a tree. I mean, it's a big fat cigar. Kind of resembles like a king or a duke back in the European old 1600s, 1700s. Color-wise, it's like a light brown. Doesn't look too heavy, but I've smoked this cigar before. It is a little bit stronger than what you'd expect, just given the color that it has. I'd say it's like a light brown, kind of like an oaky color. Definitely representative of wood, wrinkled a lot. Lots of gold coming out at me. Obviously the label is like a gold, red, black, the typical Arturo Fuente's label. Other than that, it pretty bland. Just looking at it, it just looks like it's not bland. It's just like a typical cigar, The color-wise, though, it's just like a light brown. Not really getting anything too special, and maybe because it's not as dark like other cigars that I've smoked on this segment. It just looks classy, nice and slim, comparatively. Looks like it's it kind of reminds me of like those suits that you wear and they just fit you super well, all nice and slim all together. And so nice sight. It looks like something you'd wear to or you'd take to like a wedding, maybe like a someone's birthday party, 50th anniversary of renewing your vows type. Your wedding, not someone else's. Your wedding or your vow renewal. Your birthday, something like that. I think that just about does it for sight, though. Smell-wise, definitely woody. It smells a little sweet as well. Oh, it smells really strongly like cedar, and a lot of cigars that you smoke or you smell and it smells like wood. Not a lot of them. People say cedar, but they don't really smell like cedar. It's just like people it's like a placebo effect, I guess. They think wood, so it has to be cedar. This one, it smells like straight, like really, really well, like a lot of cedar, honestly. A little nutty as well. Nutmeg and a little bit of cinnamon. It smells like those things that you break with like nuts and on Christmas. It's like nice white outside. ¿Cómo se dice? Bobby, how do you say those words? It's like that candy that you break. It's not a candy. It's like chocolate and nuts on Christmas. Que tiene peanut. Hershey? No, not Hershey. Lo que se come en la crema. Turrón. How do you say that in English? Turon. That's not how you say it, but it's like that. It's like a nut with like Stop, bro. I see you with the phone. It's like a nut and like some caramel. Oh, maybe some caramel. It smells like caramel as well. Really good smell. So it smells like holiday season in a way. It smells like nut, caramel, cedar. I feel like this would go really well with some hot chocolate on a cold winter night. Just the sense that I'm getting right now, smelling it. Let's see when I get to taste what I think about that. Yep, those are definitely the 3 scents that I pick out. Caramel, nut, and cedar. It smells really good. I was gonna say that, you know, maybe your wedding or your vow renewal is in the winter time. This would be a really good cigar, just based off smell completely. I'm getting a lot. It's not heavy like a Maduro, so I'm not getting like a whole bunch of spice on it at once. I'm really not even getting a lot of spice to the nose. But yeah, it smells really good. All right, so let's go ahead and taste this bad boy. Gonna give it the straight cut with the Cigar lighter. You already know what the procedure is here at Gable Cigars. We give it a straight cut because V-cut is going to draw out too much flavor and the punch is going to suppress the flavor a lot. And we want to do a good comparison between cigars, and you know, since we started the show, we've always given them straight cuts, so we're not going to just go ahead and jump. Maybe season 2 or in the future, a year from now, a couple months from now, we'll switch up the cuts with the same cigars but different cuts. And yeah, so let's go ahead and light this bad boy. I'm going to toast the outside. As you guys know, you toast the wrapper to the binder, which seals it to the filler, and that way you get a nice even burn all throughout the cigar. Getting a phone call, so I'll be right back. Alright, so a little interruption. Those Indian call scammers that always call and try to scam you out of your credit card number or whatever, tried calling. I was going to mess with them on the podcast, but they ended up hanging up. I guess they got the gist of what I was going to do, but I'm going to go ahead and toast the outside. As I was saying, you toast the outside to seal the wrapper to the binder to the filler and get a nice clean even burn all throughout the smoke. So went ahead and toasted the outside. You're gonna go and puff on it now. No spice right off the bat. Absolutely no spice right off the bat. Someone else walked in, so we'll be right back. Alright, so another quick little interruption. Went ahead and puffed on it a few times. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's a bad cigar that I picked or just it in general. It cracked on the backside right here. The burn throughout is kind of a little shabby, but we'll see if it fixes itself. But yeah, let's go ahead and go into taste. I puffed on it a few times, no spice whatsoever. So a lot of other cigars, you know, this isn't I wouldn't say this is a full body, but it's definitely treading into that, you know, realm of like smoking, because I'm getting a lot of flavor right off the bat, but I'm not getting a lot of spice. That's definitely not what I'm getting, and that's something that you would normally expect from, you know, a full body or something of that nature. So gonna go ahead and puff it on a few more times. It's sweet. It's definitely sweet. I'm just giving you what I got from the first couple of puffs while we were waiting. And yeah, let's see. Definitely sweet. Like cranberry, raspberry. I think I've reviewed Arturo Fuentes before, and all of them have like this sweet complex to them. It's pretty cool. ¿Viste Isabel? ¿Viste Isabel? ¿Sí? Sí, sí. Got the sweet factor to it, definitely. I'm getting like hay. Getting definitely like root of a tree. Maybe like sweet potato. Or no, beets. Maybe definitely beets. I'm getting like this beets flavor complex in it. Nut as well. Surprisingly though, that cedar wood that I was getting off the smell was is not present in taste. Take that as you will, it's not present there. Great flavor. Great flavor. Really, really amazing flavor. I mean, tastes amazing. Construction a little shabby right now. It's not the best. Cracked, and it's still cracking, and construction is not the best, but flavor-wise, like phenomenal. I can definitely see why Isla Shark would have won if the construction is any, just a little bit better. I mean, like this is just, it cracked on the backside right here. It's burning a little unevenly. It's still burning though. It's still going. I haven't had to relit once, so we'll see how it goes. But puffing it a few more times. Yeah, definitely that woody flavor that I got from smell just off the nose. It's not present anymore. It's not a bad thing. A lot of the times you'll smell something in a cigar and it's not going to be there later. This one in particular is one of those cigars where I smelled a lot of wood coming in, like really putting my nose in there, got a lot of wood, but now tasting it, no wood at all. Maybe just a hint, but it's not present like it was when I smelled it. There was a lot of wood off the nose. That sweet cranberry nut. Like almond. Maybe pecan. No, definitely almond. Yep. That's what's there. Definitely what's there. Alright. So time for the experience part. Already told you where I think, just based off smell and now tasting it and everything. Definitely some hot chocolate would go very good with this. Some, a hot, latte on a cold winter night. Living through your vows or renewal of your vows, a wedding or something on a cold in the holiday season. So maybe late January you have your vow renewal, Valentine's Day, something like that. Definitely a great cigar to pick out and smoke on one of those days. Flavor wise, definitely would pair it with like hot chocolate, maybe like definitely like a latte or hot coffee or something like that. And I could see it being smoked anywhere from what I said, like a wedding or vow renewal, all the way to like a baby shower, or even like sitting on the porch and just thinking about your day. I don't really get that from here. A lot of people, will pick whatever cigar they want and then just go and smoke it. I don't really see this as one of those cigars. This is definitely a celebratory cigar, especially for the price point that you're going to be paying when you're, getting one of these cigars. Porch cigars, there are some good expensive porch cigars, but I don't really see this as one of those. This is definitely let me go out and celebrate. So that's what I think the experience would be best served in. What this would be best served in, what experience, that's the experience that I think would be best served in. But yeah, other than that, I think that pretty much wraps that up. Let's go ahead and rate this cigar. So for Friday's favorite, number 8, the Arturo Fuente Don Carlos Reserve. Right here on the lounge, Friday's favorite gets us a grand total of I give it like an 8.3. 8.3. I think that's a solid score. Taste wise was amazing. Taste was probably my favorite part. Taste and smell. However, the sight was not overly spectacular. There's other cigars that I think look better than this. There's also I don't know if it's just the cigar in general that I got, and the construction was just so flimsy that it literally made a crack like an 1.5 inches thick on the back side of the cigar. Burn wise, a lot of spottiness. It was still burning though, still smokable, but burning completely unevenly. I light every cigar on this show exactly the same way. If there was I know I could name you 2 or 3 other cigars that I would have lit and could have started like this, and I've seen start like this, and just within 2 or 3 minutes back into a perfect burn evenly throughout. So it's not me. I guess it was this cigar specifically. I'm not sure if maybe I got a bad one or something like that, but an 8.3 I think is a solid score to give this. It's a fair score, I believe. It's going to be scary when I'm treading into the 9s with a cigar. If I give a cigar like a 9.1 or a 9.2 or something like that, that's how it's going to be like a really, really, really good cigar all throughout the way. So Arturo Fuente Don Carlos Reserve from the lounge. You heard it here first, in an 8.3. And that about does it for us. Thank you so much for staying tuned to the end of this episode, Friday's Favorites. If you like what we had to say and you want to see more of this episode, more of our other episodes, such as Whiskey Wednesday or Coffee and Cigars, maybe Let's Talk Tuesday, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It helps us out a lot. You don't know how much the support really means to us. If you want to support the shop and the Instagram page for the actual show, you can follow the shop on Instagram at Gable Cigars. You can follow the lounge at thelounge.media on Instagram. And that pretty much sums it up. My name is Javier Cobas, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for Social Saturdays number 8.